Hello everybody, how are you? It's December 2022 and it's probably my last video here, and I decided to show the greenhouse. This is the covered greenhouse. Don't know if you can see, there is a plastic, diffusing plastic there and on top, so there's no I don't know how you call that, shade, that net that shades the plants. It's very cloud recently, and today it's sunny, but it's not an exception. And here we have the sunrises there in summer. In winter it rises there, and it's very different. So that is west, that side there. And what we have here, I have this plastic here. It's a greenhouse specific diffusing plastic, because when it rains for days, on like forever, and the water comes from that side, the wind comes a lot from that side, and it's not very good for the plants because they stay wet for too long. So this year I decided to put this plastic there. There used to be this shade, this net shade here, black, 50% shade filtration. But I'll talk about the light incidation in my region later on, and how I measure it, and how I decide whether I should have plants outside with little protection or inside here. Obviously here we have seedlings. We have some carnivorous plants as well. And here I have all my nobilior, my cattleya nobilior and cattleya walkerianas. There's a bulbophyllum here at the bottom, so it doesn't take too much sun. More seedlings there. That's a hybrid. That's a bulbophyllum, a national bulbophyllum from Minas Gerais, and it's a rupestris, so it grows on rock formations. Here we have bifrenaria, and here we have a bifrenaria with a flower. It's the first time that flowers here, so I'm very happy. This is another hybrid from a grower called Colibri Orchideas. This is a Hoffman Segala, which is basically, used to be called laelia, then Hoffman Segala, and now it's a cattleya. It's also from rock formations. As you can see, my substract here is full of rocks and some rice husk here. And I'm changing some things here, and I'm gonna show you later. Oh, look, a cattleya luteola, which is from the Amazon. Can you see? How is it there? Cattleya luteola from the Amazon, and Hoffman Segala itambana. It's a beautiful plant. That's two plants here, two seedlings. I plant them together. It suffered with rain, with ice stones that fell from the sky. But it's a beautiful color, beautiful shape. And here we have more. We have my lovely Cattleya forbesi. This is special one. It's a hybrid. Comes from Orchidário Paulista. And it is, here it is, it's forbesi Deborah times Larissa. Larissa is a very yellow forbesi. This is another one which is called Coluna Rosa. Coluna is the tube, which I don't know if you can see clearly, but the tube is pinkish, and the inner part is very yellow, which is traditional of these plants. Here I have a luteola. I didn't think I could grow them here, because it's a plant from the Amazon and it's high humidity, humidity. I live in a semi-desertic area, but this one is doing well. I can't remember where is the other ones, but they are doing well here at the moment. But they are next to the Vandaceae. Nobilior there, some nobilior there, very high up, receiving a lot of sun and getting dried very fast. They are watered almost every day. Actually, at the moment, every day, because it's sunny and hot. On cold days, I withhold the watering. This is Vanda Chantra, which is a blue purplish color. This is a tricolor, Vanda tricolor. This is I have here Cattleya araguayensis, which is a very difficult plant to grow. I don't know very many people who can grow it, but this plant is doing very well. I have another one which is somewhere else. I can see it right now, but that one is not doing so well. I had to change a little bit about the substrate. Lots of sphagnum moss there. I love sphagnum moss. Look at that. Here I have I have most of my Sophronitis. Now Cattleya, Sophronitis, and Vitigiana, Grandiflora, Vitigiana, Brevipendiculata. Here I have other examples of Sophronitis, which is now Cattleya. Other examples. This one is not doing so well, unfortunately. All my Schillerianas, which is closer to the ground. As you can see, all the Schillerianas. There's some grown adult Schillerianas here. This one is a Schilleriana, that one is a Schilleriana, and that one there is a Schilleriana. They like high humidity and less light. Besides being a bifoliate, so having two leaves on each bulb, that one is not doing very well. I don't know why. It's very difficult. They are difficult to get right. So this being a bifoliate, 99% of the bifoliate Cattleyas, they like bright sunlight. Here we have a Cattleya intermedia orlata, which is here, high humidity, and but that one no. Schilleriana, if you try that, you're gonna kill the plant. But let's go here. Here I have Stellidium, I think that's the name of we call it, which is an Australian carnivore plant. When it flowers, the flower eats insects, and it's very good. We have Pingicula. Pingicula is very common here in the orchidariums in Brazil because they get all kinds of insects. Bulbophyllum. More plants. So this side is very bright and sunny. This is a laelia cincorana I bought about 4 months ago and is already flowering. And I have other plants, other examples which have been here for 2 years, but they are not flowered yet because they were seedlings. Catasetinae here, Catasetinae here in a PET vase, which is always full of water, which is damp. And here we have the shadier side of the orchidarium. Don't know if you can see that properly. This is a beautiful plant. It's all albine. It is the Cochleanthus, is it? Prostechea cochleata albina, and it's got very few bulbs. And is doing extremely well. Second time it flowers this semester. Here I have got some Caribbean encyclia, Oncidiae, dendrobium, and here we have wow, Oncidioplimatocidum. I think that's how you say it. And here we have the micro orchids, which are in the shadier area. More micro maxillaria. This is Celogene. Here we have all the pumilas, Cattleya pumila, Cattleya prestans. Below this we have got, this is a little bit of, how do you call that? Dorotis, which is now Vanda. Bulbophyllum at the bottom. And here we have, oh, look at this. I'm happy about that. It's flowering. This is a micro orchid, is a Noctomeria. And there's another orchid here flowering as well. I don't know the identification, but I'll find out some other time. I received a lot of new plants, and I hope they adapt well. There were about 20 micro orchids from a specialist, which is very rare to get here in São Paulo. Here we have Warmingia eugenie. It's a beautiful plant. Let's see the focus. I keep forgetting to focus to see what is coming on the screen because I'm looking at the plants and I forget the camera. And here we have Pleurotaria. Here we have Bromenea, Husseliana, Bromenea, Bromeneliae, Asiantherae. Here I have a tiny orchid, it's just roots. And it's got probably a flower spike coming there. When I bought it, there were 3 plants. One was already dead when it arrived. The second one died on me. And this one seems to be doing okay. Fingers crossed. Here we have. I'm just gonna browse this very quickly because otherwise we're gonna stay here until tomorrow. Lots of weed in my plants. I need to clean them. Some straws. Look at this. This is one of the plants I received recently and I planted here. This is a Asianthera. I think it's crinita, and I planted with a tiny bit of sphagnum moss with carbonized corn rice husk, and they are tied there. But I'm keeping them on the horizontal. I'm keeping them on the horizontal to stay wet longer until they get rooted, and then I'm gonna have less problem keeping the moisture. Here we have lots of Pleurotaris and Asiantherae. Look at these plants. These are magnificent. I really love them. I've got a bloom here coming soon. Plants. This is much darker than it is there because of the shade. And it's much damper as well. I have got here the measurement. Look, 100% humidity and 25 centigrades. That's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. So I have to be very careful today so I don't lose any plants. Maxillaria phytalina. So I hope you like this. Sorry, this is a hybrid. It's a beautiful hybrid. Look at this. This is a Sophronites Adorolaelia Diana, which is Cattleya Diana now, with Sophronites coccinea. It does very well. It doesn't stop flowering, blooming. And here we have a Harrisoniae punctata. So it's got loads of dots on it. I love Harrisoniae. So I'm gonna do some soil covering, and I'll come back to you later on.